Of all the shoes that I've ever had, the one shoe that I never owned, that I fantasize about, I don't know why, is a Spectator. It's really fabulous.
Oh, these are Betsy Johnson's, and she just...
But you know what?
She's a New Yorker.
Yeah, she's a New Yorker. We love Betsy Johnson, but Spectators mean you're about your business.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. And your hair looks good, Sid.
Right? Uda Weiss, she did my German lady, did my hair. Very nice.
Now, do you have to take it down? How long is it going to last?
You know, today.
Today. Yeah, yeah.
You know how it is.
Yes.
Hair becomes and then it changes.
Oh, yes. It comes and it goes.
Yeah.
We love hair fluidity here on the show. What's your favorite color? Because you've gone through a lot of colors over the several years that we've known you.
I like fire. Like, I like electric yellow with red.
Yes.
Because I think that if it looks like a flame, it just makes you feel like sunshine. Like, you know, I do my hair color for me, mainly, not for everyone else. Like, you know, you get up, you'll humdrum, you know, but then you look in the mirror and your hair's like, wow, hello.
Yes, yeah.
Hi, you know.
Yes, a woman with fire hair is not out to make anybody upset. She's out to, like, rule the world. So, through all of this, you know, I love the idea that you have a family and a son and, you know, and your husband. I saw a picture of your husband, really cute.
Isn't he cute?
Tell me about him.
Well, he is very funny. He's a wonderful actor. He's nutty, though, very, very funny, very creative. He loves hockey, and my son plays hockey. You know, I don't know, 20 years. A long time.
But he loves hockey, and your son plays, and your son's 13.
Yes.
So, what's it like? How do you say his name?
Declan.
Declan.
Oh, look at him.
I love it.
Oh, how cute.
You're looking at my mom? Why I order?
No.
That's what he's saying.
A little. You know, how's your kid with that? Because,
protective.
You know, well, they also, you know, he doesn't like to share me, you know, because family time's family time. And sometimes when people come up to me and I got the kid, I usually say, listen, I can't share here. I got to be with him. So, you know, and I understand if you're a mom, you know, but he's you know, sometimes he's okay with it, and sometimes he, you know, when he was little, it was very hard.
Yeah. You guys live in Manhattan? Do you live in the New York tri-state area full time?
Yeah, Manhattan.
That's nice. And so you're originally from Queens, a Queens girl, growing up.
Ozone Park.
Who all grew up in the house with you? You have siblings, you know?
My sister Ellen and my brother. His name was really Fred, but we always called him Butch, so it was Cindy, Ellen, and Butch. Kind of like Mo, Larry, and Carly.
Yes, Did anybody ever request that you lose your Queens accent?
You know, Wendy, every time I used to go on TV for a while, I got a card in the mail by this guy who was an elocution expert. Who was telling me I could lose my accent. I mean, I tried. You know, I sat, if you relax your face. And one of the movies, the movie that I met my husband, I had to lower my voice, which is a lot better now than when I spoke so high.
Yes.
You know, because then you sound squeaky and you have an accent.
Yes.
You know, when I lowered my voice, I honestly felt like now, I feel I don't have an accent. But unfortunately, I do.
Yeah. Well, you know, it's not unfortunate. It really is one of the things that endears us to you. You know, the accent is part of who you are. Now, as a woman in the 80s, I was swept away with the Cyndi Lauper, the Madonna, the Boy George, all of you all. You all were so different, and because of people like you almost gave a voice to people like me, the different. You know, the ones that we don't necessarily fit into that box that people want us to, whether it's with dress or attitude. And so I appreciate that about you. Were you friendly with any of those people, or were you just all so young? Like, you know, like, were you friendly with Madonna?
I was never young, but I was, I was friendly with Boy George. George would, in fact, in '85, that was basically my only famous friend was him. I mean, I was actually in '85. I got close to Patti LaBelle, and I love her.
But those are two good people.
They were good people. But you know what it is like? You're always working, so you're being shuttled here and shuttled there, and always, you know, they always used to say, "Oh, Miss Lauper, we'll sit you in this room by yourself so no one will bother you." And I'd sit in the room by myself and my band and everybody be laughing in the other room together. And I used to feel like, hey, you know, this is not fun. So, you know, it's not, you know, when you become famous, it doesn't come with a handbook. So it's really hard to figure out how to be graceful in situations that normally aren't.
Yeah.
You know.
Did you have a little girlfriend or something like that from your childhood that you brought along for the ride? You know, a best girlfriend or even a boy? Your mom. Well, so your mom is different also?
My mom was in all the videos.
Oh my gosh, are you kidding me?
That was my mother. That was my mother in Girls Just Want to Have Fun. That was my mother in Time After Time. That was my mother, my Aunt Gracie, my Aunt May, and my Aunt Helen.
You're so
They were the
lucky.
SWAT team. When I became famous, I wanted to include all my friends and my family, so it could be like a scrapbook later. I would see my mom, I'd see my family.
I love that.
I'd see my brother is sleeping in the train station in Time After Time.
Shut up.
Yeah.
I love it.
And my sister and I did a lot of the Stay Close campaigns together too. And thank you for all the work you do.
Oh, you're welcome.
Harvey Milk School.
Oh yeah, we love Harvey Milk School here on Wendy. You guys, we're going to take a break, but up next we're going to find out about Cindy's new CD and her friendship with Lady Gaga. I can't believe that. Your mother. Oh, that's good. Okay. So we're back with Cyndi Lauper, and Cindy's got a new album out, and it's getting some rave reviews. She's also got a very special friendship with Lady Gaga, and I wanted to talk to you about those things, but I just found out during commercials, we're talking about Cindy's life. She's working on a reality show with Mark Burnett, and isn't this a life that you would love to see? You're going to include your husband, and hopefully if your 13-year-old wants to be a part.
Well, you know, it's hard for a kid to be famous. It's too hard. You know, it's basically, if you followed us around in what we do every day, you know, when you stop and you always go, okay, this is too ridiculous. Where's the cameras?
Yes.
There will be cameras.
Yes,
so,
good.
You know,
I'd watch that.
But this is nominated for a Grammy.
Let's talk about this. It's called Memphis Blues, everybody.
Ellen did this. Ellen Von Unwerth took the picture.
Oh, she did. That's a very beautiful picture.
Yeah. Yeah, it's always good to lay upside down. Gives you
Yeah, upside down is good. So tell us about what's on the CD.
Well, I have special guest Ann Peebles, which I was, you know, I don't know how many people remember I Can't Stand the Rain.
I Can't Stand the Rain.
And
we remember Ann.
And the high rhythm section, there's a lot of folks from the high rhythm section, and Stax, the players are on there, and Alan Toussaint and Johnny Lang and Charlie Musselwhite, who I tour with. I tour with Charlie Musselwhite.
Well, you know, we have a clip of you performing in Memphis, so let's take a look at that. Cyndi Lauper, that's a whole lot of film. That's good. That's really good. I'm so glad that you're still doing it. And so tell us about this friendship.
I want you to do this for 8 years.
8 years it took you?
Well, because they didn't want me to do it when I was on Sony. And now I'm the record company. I partnered with somebody, but now, you know, I can do what I do.
Okay. So now, Cyndi, tell us about the friendship that you forged with Lady Gaga.
Well, we did, actually, the campaign we did for Viva Glam was so successful. It was it was the most successful, hands down.
For MAC Cosmetics.
For MAC Cosmetics, for the MAC AIDS Fund.
Yes.
And they raised a lot of money. And, you know, she's very committed. She's going on to doing it herself this year, and I'm going to help. You know, I'll always help the MAC AIDS Fund.
Yes.
So, you know, she's, you know, we talked and talked and.
What can you tell us about her that we don't already know?
You know, I think, you know, she's a gal from Jersey. So she's one of us, tri-state. I think she's very much, she likes things like a sculpture. To me, she's a performance artist, more like everything you see is kind of like a sculpture, and it's kind of living art. I used to do things like paintings. Everything for me was color.
Yes.
Color to invoke all kinds of things. And also, you know, the whole thing with the girls just want to have fun video and stuff. I went and made sure that it was multiracial because I wanted to speak to every
And Gaga definitely does
woman.
that too.
Yeah, I think so.
You know what? She's lucky that she has you on the speed dial to be able to talk to you.
No, I don't know. I'm not on the speed dial.
Well, if she wanted to talk to you, she could talk to you, and that's the point. That, you know, she's got a legend to speak to, and you come from, or you carved that cloth for her to be able to speak like that. So we appreciate that.
Well, me and others.
You and Madonna and several people.
Boy George.
But you guys led the way for girls like Gaga, and it's nice that you like that she's still doing it. We appreciate you being here, Cyndi Lauper. This is Cyndi Lauper, everybody, and her new CD is called Memphis Blues. It's in store now, and everybody in the audience is getting their copy. Later on, Pauletta Washington, but up next, it's Ask Wendy.